Hello, you crazy penguin uh, copper smellers. Um, Friendly neighborhood Kamiko Z coming at you live via recording in Arizona. It was a good day today. A decent day. Um, got a good day of work in. Had a few meetings. Um, a few little frustrations here and there, but overall okay. Stress kind of peaked up a little bit and then faded back down. Um, got some decent sleep last night. Not a lot, but about 6.5 hours worth. More than double from the night before, so that was good. Still a little bit tired. It's night. Excuse me. It's nighttime right now, and I'll probably be going to bed right after I make this, and begin uploading it. Um, but yeah, I didn't really have anything in mind for today's video. I just actually remembered as I was watching Lethal Weapon 4 that I still haven't made one for the day, so here I am. There are a bunch of planes or jets that have been flying over the last few hours. Kind of reminds me of living back in Uinta, so close to Hill Air Force Base. You kind of get used to the sound. But it's been really warm, really hot, close to or in triple digits. And yeah, every time I turn on my phone, there's a notification there saying, it's really hot, so just be careful. Let that pass. Exactly the kind of thing that you want as a content creator is just unplanned, unexpected, way far away but overly loud noises just all throughout your content. That's what makes the world go round. Anyway, yeah, I'm eager to get some more good sleep today. I was working on my project idea for the a shell, making a shell for the truck. I sat down and did all the kind of the design and the materials calculation, and then I had the idea that I needed to figure out weight. And after I got everything figured out, I realized that the topper was going to be 400 pounds easy with all the wood I was going to use and the ideas that I had this idea where I was going to take 3 4x4s to kind of trace the back of the bed, right? So the part that's like sitting up against the cab, and then the two sides, and then securing that down with some bolts or something that I drill down into the bed with through the top and the sides, but underneath it putting in some sort of polyurethane caulking to when other one's coming back by. It's going to be great. To adhere and kind of block some of the gaps from the wood and the rubbery plastic. And after I got all those secure, and they were like actually secure, I was thinking that for the frame of the actual topper, like I was going to do the 4x4s as a foundation, as a base, something that never moves and never leaves, and then put the topper on top of that. And the reason why I was doing that is because the bed right now doesn't have like a super easy way of securing it without getting a whole bunch of bolts. And then every time you have to take it off, you'd have to undo like 20 bolts. And that just doesn't seem super functional. And so I was going to use the 4x4s as a foundation and then use some more 4x4s as upright supports for the topper. 2 on either side, and then attach some. Let me think if I can remember what they were called. Self-locking toggle clamps. I found some that have like a 2,000 pound rating on. I was going to get 4 of them, one for each post, and then attach those clips would hook onto the 4x4s that I put down on the foundation. So altogether, they'd be holding about 8,000 pounds worth of pressure, keeping the topper down, and that would account for wind and drag and all that jazz. But the 400 pounds or more weight was quite a bit more than I was hoping for, because it makes it, at that weight, it's twice as heavy as just any other topper you would buy. And even with that, it's a couple person job. So with a 400 pound, you'd have to get 4 people to help you lift it. And the point of this is to be able to kind of go out myself and do some things and not have to call a bunch of people to help me out with it. So I still might do the wood idea. I'm not 100% on that, because I liked the way that everything kind of fell together in my mind. The cost on it, though, was going to be about $200 for all the lumber, including the plywood, not including the paint. I'd use like a latex paint, a few coats of it to make it waterproof. But I don't have like any kind of saw here, so I'd have to buy a saw, and I don't want to buy a duplicate saw of any kind that I already have. So I saw you can get some reciprocating saws, and that would have been just fine. But with that and the battery for it, that kind of doubles the cost. So I'm probably sitting around $500 or $600 to make it. And that's, it's okay. It's not outrageous. I was looking around at toppers, and after that, to see how much of a price difference there was versus the hassle and the weight issues. And I saw people in forums talking about the cost being as low as $900, but I haven't found any for $900. The cheapest one I've been able to find is like $1,500, and that's sorry, there's a caterpillar over here sneaking around, and then I just kind of remembered that scorpions are fairly nocturnal, so I was just looking around to make sure I wasn't missing something obvious. Anyway, I haven't been able to find a topper for less than $1,500, and I lose about 33% of the space that I want for making a custom one. So spending 3 times as much to get 33% less just seems poor practice. So I kind of abandoned the idea of a topper altogether, but it did give me an idea, because the cheapest ones you can find are aluminum toppers. So I thought, I wonder how difficult it would be to find aluminum pieces for this. So I was looking around, and I could find like aluminum sheeting that you'd find like on a shanty or a shack, but like trying to find something that would fit what I'm looking for, I couldn't find anything after about an hour of looking and getting frustrated. And then finally I came across some aluminum, I forgot what it's called, exfitures? Anyway, but they almost look like erector set pieces that you can get these fasteners for that just kind of snaps together. Like it looked like way too convenient, like it was a joke. But I was looking around at those pieces, and for an 8-foot long 1 by 1 foot, or not 1 foot, 1 inch, so 1 inch by 8 feet long aluminum rod, about $35, $40, and I think I sat down and figured out I would need like 8 of them. And so was it 8? Actually, it may have been like 10 or 11. So I think the cost for the aluminum itself would have been about $500. Um, but it would be incredibly lightweight. Like if the entire frame cost $500, I could make it out of all that aluminum. I could pick it up and put it down easily without anyone's help. And then the next issue is, okay, well, what would I put as the covering for the outside? And then I figured I could find some sort of waterproof, wind-resistant fabric. And so I did some research on that, looking it up, and that might be another $100 or $200 for all the fabric. And then for the back where the door or the entrance would be, I figured I could get like a piece of plastic and then a zipper and connect that to the canvas. And then find some similar way of fastening it down with these auto locking clamps. But it would weigh, gosh, I don't know, 50 pounds maybe 50 pounds. And I could probably even still use the overhang sides for storage. I don't know how much weight one of those can hold, but it's super modifiable at that point, right? Because you just have to get more of those rods, and they're pretty much the same form fit across different places you buy them. Just a standardized way of making them, I guess, and then just getting different fasteners to attach them in place, and then you're good to go. If later on I want to make it taller, that'd be fairly easy. Just get a bunch of get the four corners of pieces a little bit taller, and then just swap them out. You don't really have to do anything else. You don't have to cut anything. You don't have to like unscrew holes or anything. It's kind of hard to explain, but it just looked really I think it was called X fixture. Anyway, it just looked really convenient, and since all the pieces, like the places I was looking at, you can order a bunch of different sizes, so I could have them send me all the right sizes that I need, and then once it gets here, put it together and spend like an hour or 2 hours putting it together. So there's like a very real chance I could do this for, $800 or about $800, and get a lightweight, breathable, waterproof, wind-resistant cover. And that would that would be great. That would be awesome. So I'm thinking about doing that. It's about 50% more expensive than the wood idea, but it's I think it would be stronger, and I think it would be more customizable in the future. So I think I might go that option. I might first order a test piece of this 1 inch by 1 inch by 8 feet and have it delivered, and then play around with stress tests. Like get a couple of chairs and put the rod in between it, and then get my free weights and start stacking free weights in the middle and see how much tension it can take before it bends or breaks. And then if it's impressive, like if it can take 50 pounds in the middle, just by itself, just the rod, that's great. Because once you start attaching other pieces, that structural integrity just skyrockets. So if it can take 50 pounds by itself, then once I get everything else in there, it could probably take a couple hundred, and that would just be ideal. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about doing, and it's probably better for this time of year in Arizona, spending a bunch of time outside doing kind of woodworking. Just from past experience, heat exhaustion is a big issue. But with this, I could Could put it together in the living room, and just take it out the garage door and put it on the truck. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, pretty happy that I came across that idea today. So I might pursue that. I am thinking about just getting one of these mattresses, though. I think I have all the pieces that I need to make it sealable and compactable, and it just seems like a good investment. It's really nice memory foam, gel cooled top mattress. Has amazing reviews on Amazon, so I think I might pull the trigger on that and buy all those pieces that I need. But anyway, I'm just really happy that today, amidst some work frustrations and still a little bit lacking on sleep, but not super bad, I was still able to focus and solve some problems that I've been weighing on my mind. And you know, one of the things that this topper will allow me to do is, you know, with the truck, if I get everything set up right, I kind of like the idea of trying to live out of the back of the truck, just because it's very minimalist. I've even considered going to my storage unit that I have and just throwing everything away. Or trying to see how much I can get into the truck from a minimalist perspective and then throwing the rest away. I still got to sit down and do some like depreciating value estimates from the cost of the storage unit versus the cost of the materials inside. And then if, you know, have like a 3-month, 6-month, 1 year, 2 year depreciation value. And if, you know, in 2 years, I paid more keeping it than I would spend replacing it, then I should just throw it all away, and then replace it bit by bit in the future, and then save all that money now. Anyway, so I'm about to go to bed, but I'm really grateful for the I guess the mind that I have. Like I know I don't get along with absolutely everyone. I know that the way I think about things can often be frustrating to people that interact with me, but I have, you know, been able to identify a whole bunch of scenarios where really just with the way my mind works, I've been able to see through problems that typically give people headaches and make life miserable and frustrating. And I'm super grateful to be able to solve problems. And that's kind of the thing I'm most grateful for today. And I do got to do another video for people that are trying to learn how to do software testing. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow or Wednesday. But yeah, I got to do 1 this week, maybe 2 this week to make up for the fact I didn't do any last week. But yeah, I'm very grateful to be blessed with what I have up here. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Sorry this video went a little bit longer. It feels like it went on for like 30 minutes, even though I don't know, maybe closer to 20. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. I hope you find reasons each day to be grateful for the fact that you're alive, and continue to push on day after day. Keep smiling. Love you a lot. We'll see you.